Well, good evening. How are you? Hope you're well. Welcome to Chateau Emildon. Terrible French accent. I apologise to anybody who's offended by it. It's just so. Thank you very much on this lovely Monday evening for joining us in our living room for another live workout. We're going to sort of work on some more combination work tonight. Classic workout, good warm up. Some basic combinations being a Monday. Monday is fundamental day. Then we're going to have a good stretch, and then you can go about the rest of your day, do whatever you need to do. We are visited by lots of cats tonight. I don't know what's going on. We've even had the elusive Reginald cat. All our cats have got long names and short names. Don't ask me why. It's a silly thing. We just come up with these short names, and then we come up with these silly names for them. He's Archibald Weasel Trout. Can you hear us, by the way? Hey, Claire, how are you? Let us know if you can hear us. I'm just waffling away here by talking. And it's Reginald Bosun Cat. And what was Blue? It's just Blue. Blue, sadly.
Blue's enough.
Blue's enough. More than enough. So thank you for joining. So let us know you can hear us. And we'll get going once we can see. I have my beautiful assistant with me today. She's going to be doing the sort of timings and things like that and helping out a little bit. It's just going to be Mwah tonight. You are lucky. Just waiting for sound check girl Claire. Hey Arena, how you doing? Are you well? Let me know you can hear me or I'm just jattering on to myself for no reason whatsoever. I think you can hear it. I did the test.
Yes, I can hear you. Is Reggie making an appearance? Probably not.
Who said that?
Claire.
Reginald will make an appearance when he's hungry. And what did the person say? Rowena said?
That she can do this.
Fantastic. Reginald may make an appearance. Hey Claire, hope Bucky's joining in tonight. Thank you for the picture. Fantastic. Awesome to see animals taking part in Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a side thing we should do is animals in Muay Thai. Maybe not. So Reginald is here. Look, he's making an appearance. This is the elusive Reginald. He's like, get off me, woman. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
He's not a fan.
I'll kill you. He's not a fan. He's definitely not a fan of the public. So anyway. So, remember, let's get going. I've talked enough. Set your watches if you've got one to cardio, whichever your setting you want to do, however you record it on your device. Make sure you record those workouts, walks, or whatever you do. It just keeps you accountable to yourself of how active you are. They're not there to change the way how fit you are, what you do. They're there to just show you how inactive you are and how active you are. Like, I walk during my conference calls in the morning. Question?
No question. Bucky is fast asleep on the sofa.
Good man. I wish I was there. On the sofa asleep, not. Sorry. Just these things help you become accountable for. Just sometimes it reminds you haven't done a lot. Like Saturday we did a lot, and Sunday we didn't do a lot of the workout. It showed me I needed to get up and walk. And today, just the amount of steps, effort you put in, and just helps you out and be a bit more active. You're never going to make you fit. The actual fitness comes from you to get up and do something. So enough of the chit chat. Set the watch. Make sure you got some water. Make sure you got some space. Make sure you got someone or an animal to help you with the timing. But I'll help if you don't. Well, is it like a cat? Jen's laughing off screen, but you can't see here. Jen's looking at me. I'm getting shot. Sort of dirty looks now. Which I suppose is true. All right. 1 minute jogging on the spot. Follow my lead, Simon says. Jen's a little bit reset. I haven't started yet. Well, hang on. Reset. She's premature. You're being abused by a cat now. Right, I'm ready. Okay, well done, everybody. Jogging on the spot, 1 minute, hit it. Well, she's laughing at me. It's weird when she's just over here. She's just out of the shower outside. So, obviously, some good news tonight. Obviously, things are looking good for a return to schools. Infection rates are plummeting. Death rates, thank God, are going down, which is a big one. It's all right as being stuck in our home, but those poor sods are dying from it. That's the real reason we're doing this, is to prevent deaths. Some people say it's just a cold. It may be to most people. But older people, all that kind of stuff, protecting them, etc. So it's great to see that those things are going down. Obviously, the vaccines are doing really well. That's fantastic. So 20 seconds to go. What I want is 10 press-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats. Of any kind you want, just get it done. Work out. That's all you got to do is keep that body active. I'm not too strict on technique on that kind of stuff. Just make sure you get. Helps you press go, by the way. That's your normal problem. Okay. 10 press-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats.
I always forget to press stop.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, you then get a 24-hour workout.
I've completed
1,
3 hours and
2,
40 minutes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Quickly. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, straight back on again. Let's go. Remember, it's only half an hour. I haven't got a lot of time. I talk a lot. Oh, look at me. Got that knowing wry smile when I say I talk a lot. I know I talk a lot. I talk a lot. So,
What are we going to work on today?
Today, a little bit of combinations into clinch work. Okay? We're going to work on long guard, walking forward into clinch, and just work a little bit more on that stuff.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. It's like an echo in here, isn't it?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 press-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats. And then we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just done a step count set.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Catch your breath. Grab yourself a drink of water, whatever you need to do. Let's mobilize the body just to get things moving. So all I want you to do is knee up, plug it in briefly, and just keep switching from side to side, just to loosen things up. That's it. That's it. Then we're going to do shoulders apart, feet apart, and then just circles, just to open things up a little bit. In the other direction. Hold the breath, Neil. And time. Okay, last one. Big circles with your shoulders. In the other direction. Okay, and then just a little twist. 1, 2, on the other side. 1, 2, other side. 1, 2, other side. 1, 2, and done. So if you've been stuck in a chair all day, just take a few minutes. This is great to get yourself moving again. So we'll go from that. So basics, build up from that into punching, into the clinch. So first and foremost, let's go through the basics. Feet together, stand to attention, and then we're going to do to the side and back. I drill this over and over again because I can't walk around the gym and go, open your stance, watch where your feet are. So we go through, repeat these basics. So that I hammer them home. So when we get back to the gym, second nature. Okay, first and foremost, we're just going to go 1, 2 to the body. So step, turn. Okay, step, turn. Not too much of a step. Don't make a big step. Step, turn. Okay, that's it. When I say turn, I mean step, turn the hip, just into that little bit. Okay, step, turn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our back foot forward. Step, turn, step, and come back into guard position. So rather than retreating, so 1, 2, 3, and we're good again. Okay. So watch. 1 as a step. 1, 2, and then bring that back foot forward. So we're actually advancing a little bit. and then subtle. Go back in that guard position. The guard position, 1, 2, come forward. So in the real world, in speed, you'd go bam, bam, and you'd come in and you'd be back into guard position. For the sake of this tutorial, we're going to go 1, 2, then bring your foot back into normal position, rather than try and do it all in one go. Get it? Couple more. So 1, 2, bring it back. So we come forward. Natural reaction would have been 1, 2, and then come back into position. Make it more advanced because we want to go into the clinch work from here. Okay? So 1, 2, into position. One more time. So 1, 2, into position. We've actually come forward into our guard position. One more time. So jab, body, into position. Okay? So if Jen comes in for a second, we'll demonstrate with Jen. So if you stand kind of here. So if I want to be aggressive to jab, bam, bam. So if I want to get into the clinch, there's no point me coming back. So 1, 2, and I come into the position here. That's why I bring my back foot in. Okay, a second. So I'm advancing. So one more time. So 1, 2, foot in, advancing forward. So 1, 2, advance forward, coming forward. One more time. So 1, 2, bring your foot forward. Now, if you're getting a little bit more advanced, some of you guys have been with me a little while, then you can do the boom, boom, and then come back in. So you're actually coming forward. But if it's quite a new technique to you, break it down into components. Quite often you'll see some professional fighters, they'll be bam, bam, and they'll be coming forward and they're throwing stuff, and you think, why has Liam made me do a step or added another step in there? Because sometimes I tell you sort of block, down, then move. It's because I want you to get the technique basic and right first before you can, in other words, walk before you can run. Hence why you 1, 2, then bring your foot back. Okay? In the real world, you bam, bam. But I want you to get this technique down to start with. So, one more time. So 1, 2, back up into position. Okay. So 1, 2, back up into position. Then you're going to bring one hand up across your face and put another hand out. What we're going to do is just grab around the back of the neck quickly. So what I'm going to show you going to do, Jen, it's a very simple technique. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then hand in, just to grab around the back of the neck. Okay. We're not going to do arm control. I would realistically do arm control. It's very difficult if you're going to come into to come into the inside of the clinch. So we're just going to go for the back of the neck, just to make it very simple. So 1, 2, hands come in. Make sure this hand stays up, so the back arm stays up. Because you'll come into that position, they can strike, they can elbow. So that's why when you come up, you try and get one hand around the back of the neck. So 1, 2, one hand back of the neck, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so 1, 2, boom, lock, into position. So grab yourself a little drink of water. We'll break it down and we'll move this technique on where the next hand should go. We are actually graced with Reginald's present right now. Come on, Reggie, come on. He does. Oh no, he's gone. As soon as I walked home, he's like, no. It's not off human. So, we've done the actual attack into it. Make sure your opposite hand is up. Let me just quickly demonstrate if you don't. Therefore, so, if I'm advancing forward and I don't have this back hand up, okay, so if I go 1, 2, and I just advance forward, I can walk onto an elbow myself. So, 1, 2, and I advance forward. So all you need to do is just rotate that elbow in, and I go to sleep. So the idea being is 1, 2, we advance in just in case. Okay? They may throw a punch, they may throw anything, technique. Just get that hand up around your eyes. Okay? So once we've got to that position, thank you very much, what we need to work on is, so 1, two. Advance forward, hand up, back of the neck. And then what we're going to do is slide the other hand round and grab. And all we're going to do now is bring our feet together. If Jen comes in one more time, I'll just leave it. So what we're going to do, nice and simple. One, as we step in. 1, 2, 3, lock. Okay? One more time. So 1, 2, 3, and here, 4, lock. Feet together. Okay? One more time. So I'll do that, Jen. So it's 4 techniques in together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, feet together. Now, if you remember from our little tutorial we did, when it was Wednesday, we talked about having neutral feet in the clinch.
Friday.
I think it might be Friday, I can't remember which one. It's all blurring into one to the next. It's simple. So when we go to the 1, 2, block in, as soon as you get this hand together, we will be naturally, most people will forget to bring their feet together. Whether you come backwards into it, or whether you push forward into it, you come into those neutral feet. The reason being is if I'm in the clinch here, I've got a prone foot, which is ripe for being tripped, thrown, or used to back me up and unbalance me. Okay. That person would just need to sweep that front leg out, throw, nice and simple. So as soon as you get into that clinch, so 1, 2, back foot in, lock in, neutral guard. Okay, that is the last position we're going to get to. Okay, one more time. So 1, as you step in, 1, 2, move in, cut, lock in, feet together. Okay, I'll do it with Jen quickly. So, back a little bit. I come in, bam, bam, grab, feet together, and now I'm balanced. I can do what I want to do. Okay? So let's go through that a few more times. So simple, remember, guard position, we want to get them to the clinch. Part of the reason we want to get them to clinch is, let's say if we're in a sparring situation or in a fight, the other person is a much better boxer and a much better kicker. Okay, quite often, you've then got the third aspect of Muay Thai, which is the clinch work. And you will quite often see that people will take them into the places where they're more comfortable. And vice versa happens, is if you're a good clincher and you don't want to be, and you want to grab hold of that person will run away and move away a lot because they will not want to be in that aspect. You're going to put kicking, punching, and clinch work. So in this drill, we are trying to bring them into our world, which is clinch. Okay. Clinch is one of the more comfortable areas I feel. I love the clinch work. For me, my kicks have never been fantastic. I've got short, weird, stubby legs. Punching's been all right, but clinch work and punching are sort of my 2 places I feel more comfortable in. Low kicks don't mind. Inside kicks, left kicks are all right, but definitely feel more comfortable. Quite often in sparring, I'll bring people into the clinch work and just grind them down. 1, hold my weight, holding on to someone and literally having to manhandle. It's a lot of weight to be going around. And 2, if some people are much better and quicker with their hand and kicks them in, I want to shut that down and take them into my world. So how we do that is I've just explained. We punch, come in, grab, make sure the hand is up by the face just in case. And then we slide the other hand round to lock. Remember we said about the lock? Palm to palm. And then bring both feet together. And then we can do all sorts of stuff. We can sort of step knee. We can even disconnect elbow. Okay. So we're going to add on one little fruity little bit just to actually liven it up. So Jen's going to come in for the last time. Just to get this a little bit more lively. And just make it a little bit more, what's the word? Sprinkle something more exciting on top. So, first and foremost, we go head, body. As we come in, we reach in. And instead of just coming in ourselves, what we're going to do is put our hands forward and throw an up elbow ourselves and then join our hands together. Then sort our feet out. One more time. We're going to go head, body, elbow grab, lock hands. Towards us. Bam, bam. And then from here, rather than just guarding my face, I'm going to ram the elbow in, grab in, sort my feet out. So, one more technique. Same thing. We're just going to put a little bit of spice, which is the good old-fashioned elbow. So go 1, 2. And as we come forward with our hand out, we ram that elbow in. Then we extend our hands, grab, sort our feet out, and then we can knee and do whatever we need to do. One more time. So 1, 2, and then bring your feet together. As you bring your feet together, launch out, elbow, boom. Okay, hands round, lock, sort the feet. We're good. One more time. So 1, 2, and come in, boom, lock our hands around the back. They've been hit in the face, grab around the back, lock hands, sort our feet out. Remember, sort the feet out every time. They've just hit in the face, they're going to go into desperation mode, they're going to start changing. They also might be quite good at clinch work. So you may be working to their clinch. So you just need to warm it up with the elbow, sort your feet out, should be a level playing field. That's when you can work your advantage. One more time. So, head, body, come in, hand out, hand up, ram the elbow, screw around the back, sort your feet out. Okay, I'm going to add one last technique on to finish this combination up. It's good old-fashioned. So, head, body, come in, ram the elbow, grab the head, sort your feet out, step back, boom, knee. One more time without Jem. So, head, body, come in, elbow, hand around the back, other hand on the back, sort your feet, step back, knee. One more time with the technique. So 1, 2, 3, grab the head, round the back, sort your feet out, knee, and we're good. Okay, what time are we on? 10 to already. I talk up. All right, grab yourself a little drink of water for a little burnout. I'll do a bit of card.
I like that content. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes when coming forward, rather than just rushing forward to grab someone, quite often just throw an elbow in to just disguise what you're trying to do. So some people will jab, 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 cross, and then come into the clinch. Now, if you look up our good friend and our patron saint of the gym, Jonathan Betts, he's now the patron saint, technical director of the gym. Obviously, if you don't know Johnny Betts, look him up on YouTube and Instagram. Professional fighter, right? He started training when he was a kid. Back then, I probably didn't know my arse and my elbow. As a young lad, I think he was 18, 19, took himself off, literally packed the bag, saved his money, took himself off to Thailand, and he hasn't been back. Well, he has been back since, but he just lived the life, fair play to the boy. He trained with me. Now he knows far more than me by a country mile. He's been living that life. He is a professional fighter. I've learned so much from him about this kind of stuff. You watch his fights. He uses elbows, he uses punches to get himself into the clinch. He's got fantastic punching and fantastic kicking. Clinch work is an absolute crown jewels. And he uses those kind of techniques to get himself into his best position, to use his best weapons, which are the knees and the elbows and the clinch. He doesn't throw a lot because he likes to do damage. Throwing is a very dominant sort of thing, but it doesn't do a huge amount of damage. It's more sort of disorientating for the person. But he'd rather hold on to you and just knee the unimucks out of you. So it's just a very good way to do it. And look at some of the best fighters in the world. Great clinch work. They use it as a dominant position. So getting into the clinch is important. Staying into the clinch. Sorting out your feet when you get to the clinch. In other words, neutral, solid feet. Not whimsy with your foot balanced or your feet off the floor or crossing your feet and all that kind of stuff. Just solid stuff. Okay. Timer girl.
How much would you like?
Let's have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, so we're going to do arms today. We haven't done arms a lot today. So what you're going to do is 1, 2, 3. 1, jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. A little bit different from what we've done tonight. But just want to work the arms. Okay? Okay, yeah, it's coming. Don't worry. Jen's coming. Jen's commenting off the side. We should let's depress it. Let's book them on. But I say it's fine. Leave them alone. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to do a press up and then come back up again. 2 punches, 1 press up, 2 minutes. Okay? Pretty hardcore. Give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know that you know exactly what we're doing.
Let you still there.
Let you still there. That you're still breathing. And you're not bored off. You decided to go and look at reruns of Bake Off or sort of what's that Pooch Perfect thing. Let me know you're there. Maybe that's a good one for Bucky Claire. Get him on Pooch Perfect. Not saying that he needs him, please. Anyway, backing out. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're there before we go. 2-minute rounds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 press up. It's not a rush. It's just 2 minutes of cardio. The cats come to watch me sweat. Both of them are here. You can't see one. Here's one here. That's blue, obviously. Hey, Claire's giving me a thumbs up. Come on. Okay, timer girl. Oh.
We're ready.
Marina's all good. Marina's giving me the good goes. All right.
Ready.
In 3, 2, 1. 2 punches. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And a press up. Up. Make sure you shoot your legs. Don't just do it.
Classes is very hairy.
Very hairy. Did the dog or?
It seems to.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then a press up, please. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Take them on that show, I'll end up being spray painted.
Yeah.
Glitter.
Look like David Bowie by the end of it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a little bit of snap in your punches, please. A little bit of dynamism in your kicks. Kicks when you press ups, not kicks. Oh dear, I haven't kicked anything for a long time. Long day.
Come on,
Come on, Blue, join in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a minute gone.
Minute down.
Halfway, let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it, let's go. That's getting heart rate moving now. Look at that. 160 beats a minute.
40 seconds to go.
1, 3. That's it. And a press up. Oh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
30 seconds.
Like a voice out of the blue.
You're the voice of God.
The voice of God.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Leave 5 more. He says.
Come on then, quick. 15.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
10 seconds.
1, 2,
Last
3.
5.
1, 2, 3. One more.
Yeah.
Ah. Well done. Catch your breath. Let your heart rate come back down again. Grab yourself some water and we'll have a little stretch. There we go. How did I get to? I already got my heart going now. Under 60. That got me heart rate. Don't have something wrong with the monitor. That got my heart rate going more than the bike did. That's not right.
That's not right.
Yeah. Satan's unicycle. Right. So enough of the hard work. Let's get with stretching. We're going to work on roll downs and roll back ups slower than you want to. What I mean is, rather than just flopping down, coming to the bottom, touching, and come back up, we're going to do this with control. So in other words, head tucked in, chin tucked in, shoulders up, back, down, palms facing forward. Chin down, roll the shoulders, and slowly, slowly, slowly bend to the floor. This should take you about 20-30 seconds to get to the bottom. Down there for a few seconds and back up again. Holding at the bottom and come back up. Are we ready? Let's go. We're going to do this 3 times. Okay? So on my count, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And we'll get a cat to come and visit me. Don't forget to hold at the bottom. Off on the tail. And then back up again. Where'd Joe Wickerton get animals from?
Don't Wicks is missing a bit. It is.
Yeah.
I think.
I think you're doing much better. Okay. Number 2, roll down. Let's go. I think you're definitely missing a beat. Oh, Blue's getting a little bit. You're very good. Don't forget to hold at the bottom for a few seconds. And then back up again. The last one, down we go. Come on, Blue, I'm tripping on you, out the way. And then back up again. And time. Okay, catch your breath. Now we're going to isolate one leg and the other. So what we're going to do, it's a nice walking stride. Bring that foot to 45 degrees and then reattach that hip back forward so your hips stay forward. When we go down and put our chest over this knee, make sure when we go down, what will happen is our hip will come out. Okay, so what we're going to do is... Sorry about that, just got to get the people. So what we're going to do is we're literally going to come down, but make sure the other hip, not this leg, the opposite hip, stays back under control. So what happens is you'll come down, you'll be tempted to literally do a side split. What I need is this hip to come back into position. Isolate the back of the leg. Okay, you ready? Hands on the hips, and we're going to go down, put the middle of our chest on our knee. Okay, you ready? When we go down, we're going to stay down there for at least 15 seconds. Are you ready? Make sure that hip stays plugged in. Bring it back under control. It may make it get a little bit tighter, but that's fine. Okay, hands back on your hips. Bring yourself back up. Okay, swap legs. Left foot, right foot forward, or opposite foot forward. Reattach that back hip. Okay, bring yourself focused over that leg. And let's go down, stay down there for at least 10-15 seconds. You ready? Let's go. Hand back on your hips. Bring yourself back here. Yeah, last exercise, last stretch. We've done our exercise. What am I talking about? Down now. Okay, what we're going to do is feet wide apart. We're just in a classic squat. All I want you to do is squat down. Now, if you can keep your heels on the floor, fantastic. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Why are you laughing? It's got the fit of the giggle. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay, ready? We're going to just widen up a little bit, not completely too far apart, but not in a normal stance, just a little bit wider. And what we're going to do is just going to squat down and stay down. Classic. Bit boring, but it's a very essential stretch. Now, if you do have a little black animal like this thing come along to annoy you, then you can use it to pet, to just distract you from the whatever's going on in your hips. Yeah, keeping your fingers on the floor, stand to a forward fold. What we're going to try and do is try and get our palms to the floor as much as you can. Stay there. Hands on your knees. Bring your back up a little bit. Hands on your hips. Back up all the way now. The last time. So, that's it. We're done. Thank you so much for listening to me waffle on. Thank you so much for everybody who's attended all the classes. Hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of your evening. See you all on Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Hopefully, if Mr. Electric Company come along and put some power in the gym, even though we've been bounced twice now, because we're not an emergency. I get it, we're not supposed to be open. So, hopefully then. But if not, you'll be back in our living room. Lou will be the star of the show. We'll be just supporting cast for him. But thank you very much for your time, energy, and patience with me. Hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Stay safe. Don't forget, keep stretching. See you.